What is up, everybody?
Yeah.
You know what time it is?
You know what time it is? I'll tell you what time it is. Time for Being the Asylum. For this is episode 17.
Yeah. Being the Asylum X7.
Yes.
X7.
So we're gonna have some good discussions here tonight. We're gonna get some topics in hands pertaining to pro wrestling, pop culture. Especially we're gonna hear some thoughts from Omega Red, where it pertains to his thoughts about some things I'll bring up. Basically what relates to NXT and AEW.
And we're gonna talk about how great Lash Legend is.
No. And we're gonna talk about how bad John Cena sucks.
No, because he doesn't. But anyway.
Yes, but before we do, the usual thing that I came up with, pertains to how's everyone's day, basically how you're doing to everyone. But for me, not very much happened other than for me, just going to work and just a normal day for working and no drama whatsoever. And there you go. That was short. That was short to the point. Omega Red.
I ate a taco. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Just go. No, I'm just joking.
No, I didn't have work today, so I enjoyed a day off. Relaxed a bit. Yes, I actually did eat tacos, so that's actually true. And the big thing that happened is I got my world title in the mail, as you can see in that photo.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
I did see it. That's insane.
Beautiful championship.
Man, I want to collect world titles. I would love to have one.
It's actually my second one, besides the NXT championship. It's actually my second title I gotten. So
I thought you had another one. I thought you had two titles. You had the NXT one and something else.
That's a toy championship. I was just talking about. Yeah, that's a little like kid toy rep. That's like a little kid championship. It's a tag team title.
Oh, okay.
So technically I have three, but yeah.
I used to actually have a toy like replica belt. Like I had it like for the tag team championship belts. In the Ruthless Wrestling era. I actually had like action figures. I used to have them.
I used to have rubber toy belts too, which is the Undisputed belt, the World Heavyweight Championship belt, and guys go probably go down my door with this one. But yes, I had that turbo spinner belt.
I think you would say the Divas belt for a minute. I was like, oh my god, Robert.
What?
Wait, hold on, what?
Because you said it'd be something terrible. I'm thinking it was the freaking Divas belt. It was. That's all I can really think of.
Well, that'd be the second worst belt to get.
Oh my god! I actually had a friend in New York who actually had the spinner belt, and it was actually like a replica, like the toy foam thing, or I think it was, but like he had like taped up. It's like actually like the spinner belt, bro. I was like, I wouldn't steal it. Not just joking. I just like I didn't. But man, I wanted it so bad.
Well, speaking of stealing belts, we'll get to Bruce Pritchard.
Boy.
Anyways, but yeah, that's cool though.
Yeah.
Anything else to make it right?
Nah, nothing really special other than I just had a day off, relaxed, and just really the only big thing is really just getting the belt, and that's pretty much it.
All right, cool. Jalen?
Not much. Just a normal day. I will be going home. I will be going to mom and dad's house tomorrow, since my brother's birthday is, well, it is today now because it's 12. My little brother, he's 8. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna eat some tacos too. And I'm gonna stay there tonight. Just to chill. Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go. Everyone have a normal day, and
yeah. I just remembered. This didn't happen today, but I did a few days ago. I did get my old posters. My old wrestling posters. I've been thinking I might like do a video, like showing them out. Showing the old posters I got. I might do that. To show my collection. Yeah, because I got some old, like this is like 2009, 2011 posters. Like you're like, whoa, I remember those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, when posters were creative.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of sad that 10 years ago the posters and the stages for pay-per-views were like different and creative compared to now.
Yeah, man. Like just looking at the posters I got, man, just taking me back, man. Like even bragging rights, like they had a cool poster, man. Man.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that pay-per-view bragging rights.
Yeah.
That was gonna be the pay-per-view that's gonna replace Survivor Series.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, it was supposed to be the pay-per-view to replace Survivor Series, which gladly it didn't. But
that was a flop.
Yeah, and
I didn't hate bragging rights, but that was pretty much. It was pretty much the SmackDown versus Raw, pretty much.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And they did it again at Survivor Series during that time.
Yeah, they pretty much took that concept and put it in Survivor Series. Yeah. Yeah.
I think the most famous thing to ever happen in bragging rights was, "You're supposed to be my friend."
Yeah. I did like the ring though, like the ring that they had, and the entrance. Like I did like how they did it, with the ropes, and I thought it was creative. I will give it that bragging rights.
Yeah, that's cool though. Yeah. Hopefully, with Triple H in charge, again, pertains to this man being gone, we can get some stages looking like that actually fit the show instead of look at the same old shit.
At least some creative, like at least add like props to the stage like they did back then, or just change the whole stage design just for that pay-per-view.
Yeah, because I remember like No Way, like One Night Stand, where like I think it was 2007, 2008, and like they had like a bunch of like construction and all that stuff. It was it was one of them, and it was like, oh man, this looks so cool, bro. This stage looks so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I miss those days. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
So what's the topics?
So, obviously we should start first with well, I was thinking about doing start with AEW first. But before we do get to that, get to that point, pertains to NXT 2.0. There are some other things that that also happened on the show, like DJ McDubbin.
Yeah, JD. Yeah, he had a segment. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think he's not done with Braun Breaker.
No, yeah, he said he's not done with him. Yeah.
Wow. So I want to it's not going to factor anything about what's happening at Worlds Collide.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Maybe cost Braun the title. You never know.
Yeah. Maybe, or maybe he'll attack him again from behind, like he did in Great American Bash. Maybe.
Maybe make it a triple threat match. You never know.
Maybe.
Yeah, because we still got one more week till we get to Worlds Collide.
Yeah, so he might
actually went by pretty fast.
Yeah. Yeah, he might pull Daniel Bryan and beat it their will. The championship match.
As far as that, we will save the Worlds Collide predictions for next week after Dynamite. That's gonna be to do our preview on.
Yeah.
Or yeah, so because I think there's gonna be a lot more cards on there. Because as of right now, it's only 2 matches.
Yeah, it's only 2 matches, and it's title unification matches for the women and the men.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what's official right now.
Yeah.
Which I'm pretty sure they're gonna add the tag team on there soon, probably.
Yeah, I think they will add a tag team.
And I also do get a feeling they're gonna unify the Heritage Cup and the North American Championship too. Or at least just put the Heritage Cup as like as a part of the North American Championship, if that makes sense. But
maybe they'll
I think they'll still stick around.
Yeah.
We'll just see. I don't know. So, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I do think the tag team titles will be, I think they will be defended. Maybe a unification match, maybe, I'm not sure. But
they think about using the 4 teams, but we'll see how they do it when we get on to 2.0 next week.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah.
But all right. Speaking of NXT, I'll make it right. Because you know this up against NXT UK. What's your thoughts about everything that's going on with that brand right now?
Well, I mean, there was definitely big layoffs that they did recently.
Yeah, they did.
Was that a topic last time or one of the Dynamite live reactions?
We talked about after the watch along. We brought some names, and some of them that we didn't know who they were, and some we didn't know. So
yeah, we talked about the releases and NXT Europe being the thing that's going to come next year. We did talk about that.
And definitely one of the big names released was definitely Trent Seven.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, and Flash Gordon and Mark Andrews, because I didn't expect them to get released.
It's pretty crazy, man. All the releases that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I heard something about the release. Though they only got released just for the fact that I guess apparently they didn't want to work in the U.S. or something like that. Apparently,
that's what they said.
That could be possible.
That's a rumor going on. Apparently, like they only released them because they didn't want to work in the U.S.
There was talks before that. Walter, I should say, didn't want to live in the U.S. He wanted to live close to home. I guess in a way he changed his mind.
Yeah, he probably was convinced, and he lost the weight, and he's Intercontinental champion. He's pretty much dominant right now. So they somehow convinced him.
Now, what I'm waiting for, after hearing all the releases, I noticed that one person's not on their list, who's released, and that's Ginny. So I was thinking to myself, when she's gonna come in.
Oh yeah, isn't that like Walter's? Isn't that like Gunther's
fiance? I think.
Yeah. Maybe she might come. Maybe.
It's another interesting thing. I realized Dragunov's name wasn't on there either.
Obviously, because for one thing, he's injured, and another thing, he's one of those big names that they don't want to let him go. And I think he wants to stick around.
Yeah, and he has came to the States.
Yeah. So when he returns, though, he can possibly become the next NXT champion.
Yeah, that could be a possibility. Yeah,
probably. I could see him as that.
Imagine him versus Braun Breaker.
Oh, that would be a hard hitting match right there, man.
So yeah, but that's basically why this whole World Class thing is happening, and the whole thing why the UK stars that came into NXT 2.0 because we kind of figured out why this was going on until we found out that it was World Collide, and because of what's going on with NXT UK, that's going on the hiatus. Basically, that's basically done. At this case, they say it's going on hiatus, but it's basically done because of the releases and some of them that are coming in, and they're doing unification for those titles.
All I gotta say is rest in peace to the NXT UK title because They're probably getting rid of that championship.
They probably are.
Yeah. Which is a shame because it has a really beautiful championship, but I'm sure for NXT Europe, they'll also have a really amazing belt for the,
Hopefully, it's just not a big NXT logo or a big W logo. Let's hope it's not that.
I doubt it. I doubt it.
No.
NXT because they have NXT.
We'll see what they do. You think they might make a new belts for NXT? Because of the unification things.
I think so. Well, I mean, we're talking about like new belts for like the NXT in the United States. I don't think so. They're probably
just they're probably just gonna keep the regular designs, or unless they're actually planning on making brand new designs. Period. But you never know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You never know. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. I'm not sure. Because I didn't really think about like new designs for the NXT belts.
I've been hearing that for months. That apparently they want to make like a new designs altogether for the whole NXT belts.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if they're still going to do that. I mean, they kind of already.
The only thing they really did is just added rainbow colors to it to the belts. That's about it.
And they pretty much add like because the NXT logo with the the font of like the N and the T. That's pretty much different. And and they gave the women's championship the white strap, so they didn't really change too much, But maybe they will change it completely. Who knows? Maybe they will.
Just hope it's not like a big W like the WWE titles.
I doubt NXT is going to do that. They're not going to do that.
Yeah, they better not do that. Where it's just that design belt and a rainbow strap. Like, oh, imagine how ugly that would be.
I don't think they're gonna do that. And honestly, like I trust NXT and Nxt UK with their belts. So because honestly,
main roster.
because I like all the NXT belts. Even the new ones that they brought in, I like them. So I have more faith in them. For making new belts. So.
The only thing of NXT UK is that I kind of wish they made the Heritage Cup an actual championship besides just a big cup, in my opinion, or a trophy. But that's about it.
I mean, I guess they wanted to be different, but
So yeah,
it kind of reminds me because like didn't like the TNA Grand Championship have like because I know like the Heritage Cup like they have like rounds and stuff like that. Didn't like the TNA Grand Championship have something like that? You remember the championship I'm talking about, right?
The TNA Grand Championship was basically like MMA type of rules that they were doing. Not doing MMA fighting, but pertains to following the rounds of the rules and which is judges doing points. And by the way, Bruce Pritchard was one of them. Piece of trash.
Wait, he was part of that?
A judge. At one point.
Oh, he was a judge. Oh, Brother Love was a judge in TNA. Wow.
Piece of trash.
I love total nonstop action.
In fact, let me get to him right now because since we're staying on the same subject with NXT. Oh my god! So y'all heard of his podcast, right? That he's done with Conrad Thompson.
Yeah.
It's basically called something with wrestling. Well, to me, I call it something with bullshit.
I know that Bruce Pritchard has his own podcast. I think they even
I'll be honest, the only wrestling podcast guy that I actually listen to is probably Jim Cornette. That's about it. I don't really listen to the other wrestlers who do their podcasts. Just to be honest. But,
okay, the only one I really listen to is really Booker T and
Sucker.
Yeah, that's probably like the only one.
I mean, I listen to some clips from a few podcast people. But what tends to listen to on full time sometimes is Jim Cornette, Saul Master Sounds Off, Alex, just Alex. Just a majority. But yeah, it's actually called Something to Wrestle. But again, I call it Something to Bullshit with Bruce Pritchard.
Yeah, I heard of it. I was never really interested to listen to it.
Me neither. Even when they try to bring that to the network at one point, because when he came back to
WWE, brought in the network,
Yeah, he's basically saying, I'm gonna tell you things that I'm not even allowed to say, and I seem so bullshit. They're not gonna let you. WWE ain't gonna let you say things that that you're not supposed to be saying. You see this
Stone
one
Cold
talking
on his first podcast. They
this
really
one
allowed
talking
him
about, yeah, Stone Cold. Ace was Stone Cold. He was allowed to to do what he wanted. So, and to a point.
Yeah.
Bruce
Yeah,
Pritchard.
I forgot. That's another guy I do, or that's another podcast I do listen to sometimes. Is Stone Cold.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, I do like going to the Broken Skull sections. I do watch it sometimes.
Yeah,
with certain wrestlers. Yeah.
But yeah, this is what I'm talking about. But this is what I'm talking about. Bruce Pritchard, tends to something to wrestle. It's why I call it something to bullshit, because he's a bullshitter.
No, I'm not.
What did you say? What did you say this time?
So
yeah, what did he say?
Because she was on, because I don't know how long it's been. She's hasn't been on, something to wrestle with Conrad Thompson. Because I'm pretty sure that happened. He's been gone since maybe around 2019, because he got the role of being executive for SmackDown at one point and whatever. So he was on the this whole thing where it says basically it was an episode about Bret Hart of his run in basically him being champion from 94 to 95, whatever. And in that same episode, he mentioned something about his time at NXT, because people saying thinking that he's running the shows and all, and he has something to do with sabotaging the NXT. So basically, the bullshit artist that he is, obviously he went on there and said that he doesn't write the shows. Bullshit.
He doesn't write the shows. What?
And it gets even better. He says that when it says to NXT that let's see, it was into the degree of I'm a fan of NXT, and then he decided to to channel his Brother Love gimmick and said, I love NXT.
Oh no, he really said that. He really said that the way.
Oh god.
Now he didn't. Now I don't know if he said it in a Brother Love tone, but but I'm just saying that's basically what he's saying.
I love NXT.
So yes, Bruce Pritchard doesn't write. Bruce Pritchard doesn't write for the shows of NXT. Basically to confirm, to those that that's fan him pertains to NXT, how bad it has been since it ends up being 2.0, and the colors of the logo and everything and the whole atmosphere and all, and how the how stories has been portrayed in a way. Basically, he has nothing to do with the writing. He has nothing to do with it at all, because he's a fan of NXT and he loves NXT.
Now,
I mean, what?
Get the fuck out of here!
Yeah.
Who writes NXT? Fucking John Cena? Like, get the fuck out of here, bro.
I'll tell you.
If he had the time.
I'll tell you one thing. It ain't Shawn Michaels, because if it was because you mean to tell me that Michaels, of all the times we're running NXT with Triple H, with all the stuff, the great stuff they've been giving us of the black and gold brand, decided to flip to flip his mind out, whatever, have a change of heart. Like, you know what, NXT need? They need a new logo. They need brighten colors. We need to really make it look at the main roster material.
Now, that's not for me. That's not really my main issue. It was just like the overall show, the booking and stuff. The whole presentation of it I can live with. It was just the booking, because there were some things I did like, because I remember when we first watched NXT 2.0, Braun Breaker, when I first saw him, I thought, this guy looks pretty good. And then now I'm a huge fan of his. I did enjoy Toxic Attraction, guys like Carmella Hayes and, such. There were some things I did like, but there's also some things I don't like, Wendy Chu's obviously one I didn't like.
The wedding segment.
Oh yeah, that wedding segment. Yeah, that was not
pretty
it.
gaily winning the NXT titles or tag
Well,
titles.
actually, well, actually, I didn't hate it, but I didn't expect it either. What else I didn't like? I'm trying to think. What else did I didn't like?
Everything involving Lash Legend.
Well, that's Robert. No, that's Robert.
That actually me.
Yeah, that's Robert.
Was she there the first time when NXT 2.0 first started? I can't remember now.
Well, she wasn't in the debut episode, but I know, like, during that time, they,
I think they were hyping her up, like a video vignette of her.
Yeah, vignettes. Yeah, they have vignettes.
Oh yeah, I remember now.
Yeah, I think Tony D'Angelo, though. I think that's when they did have vignettes of Tony D'Angelo.
Yes, that's true.
I remember that.
Yes,
true. Which I did enjoy. Who's another guy I'm a fan of, Tony D'Angelo. I love his gimmick. He really sells it well. Yeah. There's definitely been some moments where I've liked some things, and there's definitely some moments like no. I've definitely been half and half with NXT 2.0. Like, there's moments I love, there's moments I did not love so much. I mean, hell, like I said, Winnie Chu,
the Creed brothers losing the what was at the time a gauntlet match when
they had a gauntlet match. Yeah, because
that was bad. That was stupid for them to do that. But luckily, at least they rebounded and let them win the titles.
Yeah, I think because I think they want to do it.
But at the same time, that was so stupid of them to make them lose that gauntlet, especially when the whole crowd was behind them.
I think they wanted to do it like in a bigger stage, like have Creed brothers do it in a bigger stage. Because I remember when Kofi Kingston had a gauntlet match, and I think he lost.
I mean, that was kind of different because that wasn't really a title match. The one the Creed brothers was a title match.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you're right about that.
I mean, I get the point you're trying to make, but it's kind of different, though, at the same time.
But yeah. I mean, I don't. I mean, unlike you guys, like I don't hate Pretty Deadly. I don't hate them, but they're not really my favorite.
I mean, I don't hate them either. They're not bad wrestlers. They're actually pretty good wrestlers, but it's the get up. It's the freaking get up, man. I can't.
Yeah, the ring attire is kind of questionable, but
especially how they wrestle right now. Like what the hell is this now? Like and back in NXT UK was one thing, but the way they're doing it now.
When I first saw those guys, I was just thinking to myself, when did the Velveteen Dream fuse with the Rock and Roll Express?
No, don't compare the Velveteen Dream, bro.
And I was like at the time, like, what's so deadly about these guys? But they call them pretty deadly. No. So what's so deadly about the look of them?
No, you know what I thought? I thought Edge had like the Edge heads. I was thinking, did John Morrison have the freaking? Did John Morrison have his own stunt doubles or something? Like, because John Morrison, their interests are kind of similar with the whole slow mo, the blowing the hair, because I think they do have that.
They should call themselves the Morrison heads. That would be a better gimmick.
And Crocus and Zack Ryder, Crocus and Zack Ryder were they were the Edge heads, by the way. But by the way, I got since you brought that up, I got a new name for them, the gay heads.
The gay heads.
or the rainbow heads.
Bio Maker Red. I also came up with another name for them because of their name. I mean, because of their outfits from this past Tuesday. Reminds me of something of the '90s of a certain someone that kind of you had that outfit too, but not in that type of colors. And I decided to call them the Hunter Hearst Gailies.
Oh yeah, you didn't say that. Yeah. Oh yeah, looking like the blue blood.
I swear, man. It's like I think Triple H, because I'm pretty sure this was his idea back in NXT UK. Is he see these two guys, I think myself, I see you guys, as this modern day era of Shawn Michaels and myself, so I'm putting you guys together, and you're gonna be pretty deadly,
I mean, I think that was already their name.
Or I'm gonna call you DJ Generation X.
I don't do like that, dude. Stop believing the Rock.
Oh my god.
The Croc.
The Croc.
The Croc.
Oh man. But so Bruce Pritchard was was on into the bullshit about the whole NXT thing. I'm supposed to believe that he has nothing to do with NXT right now.
He probably thinking to myself, I did write NXT. Kenny Omega wrote NXT.
Wow. Now I don't know. I don't know if it was his idea to bring in sex appeal in NXT 2.0. I don't know.
It was John Laurinaitis.
Oh yeah.
It was definitely John Laurinaitis.
Yeah, I wouldn't really praise that after the scandal. So I'm just saying.
Yeah, I was about to say because like I was gonna give him praise, but I'm remembering the whole scandal things. Like I don't know if I should praise him now.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, you probably shouldn't praise him after the whole scandal.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just say I'm not gonna praise him. I'll just say that it was a smart idea. I'll just say that.
It was a smart idea. I agree because you look at someone like Tiffany Stratton, who's killing it.
Yeah, and Nikita Lyons, man. Because look at that thickness, man.
I'm telling you, why I can't. I'm just telling you, those two should become the champions.
Yes.
Oh, definitely, man. Yes. They are future NXT champions, NXT Women's champions, right there. Nikita and Tiffany.
My opinion, I think Mandy Rose's time is up, and it's time for her to drop the title. Just my opinion.
Yeah,
but
I think she had a good run. Like I said, I can definitely see Nikita Lyons beating her. I don't know when, but yeah, I can definitely see it happening. You know,
if she can survive against Mako and Blair.
Yeah,
I heard some people saying that Miko might win that match, but I don't know.
I don't know. I think they're gonna have Mandy Rose win.
So we'll see what they do.
Yeah, I don't because I see Braun Breaker winning and I see Mandy Rose winning. Me personally, I'd be shocked if they have the UK wrestling win.
All I'm gonna say is at least Vince ain't in charge anymore because I know Vince would have been like, you know what, we're gonna make this whole pay per view about burying NXT UK.
Yeah, no, watch this. Yeah. Is that Oscar's mom? Who's that? I could, that would be so funny if he actually did that. He's like, is that Oscar's mom? What the hell is he?
Oscar's mom. What the hell, man?
By the way, if Johnny Gargano was still around with this man was still in charge during that time, he would have been called
Johnny Sports Entertainment.
Tiny Jimmy.
Tiny Jimmy.
They're gonna make
so he be Jimmy Gargano now.
Tiny Jimmy.
I remember.
We're gonna put Tiny Jimmy in the Brawling Brutes. He's gonna be Irish. Yeah.
Because I do remember we were talking about Tyler Bate, and I made a joke like if this man was still around.
Tiny Tim. Yeah, Tiny Tim.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I remember
and then I said, yeah, Tiny Tim, brother of Butch. There you go.
And I remember like I say like if they would like because I know Vince's humor and like he'll probably call Tyler Bate Masturbate.
Yeah.
Masturbate. It's his finishing move. Masturbates.
Masturbate. Oh my god, he just did the masturbation.
I was like, huh?
What?
Masturbation.
Yeah, we are the nation of masturbation. What?
That's probably his new stable right there.
Oh no. Dude, that would be the laughing stock.
All right.
Oh man. But okay, what's the next thing?
With that piece of trash out of the way, Bruce Pritchard, for lying to us.
I don't lie.
Why the fuck you lying? Oh my god.
You're always lying.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Why fucking lying?
So now we talk about what pertains to the whole situation with AEW. Pertains to their drama and an injury. So the thing we'll start first is now obviously Omega Red. I don't know if you caught time yet, but I think you know what happened between Moxley and Punk at this point.
Yeah, I heard. I've Well, I was gonna. Shit. Okay. All right. Now I thought I was gonna say. All right. I heard some people say that the match was pretty much just a squash match. Well, Moxley versus Punk, but all I know is it was really short and.
Yeah, it was like 3 minutes.
Yeah, it was really short. That's all I know it was.
Yeah, because if you saw our reactions, bro, if you saw our faces, we were really shocked. It was like,
did Moxley bleed? By the way,
no,
surprisingly he didn't.
Which was surprising.
I'm surprised CM Punk did just throw a pebble at him and he started bleeding.
Right? I saw a meme. I saw a meme. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was surprised he didn't bleed when Punk first threw that kick, that Rounds kick.
Yeah, I saw a meme where
I'm surprised CM Punk didn't start bleeding.
I saw a meme where if an opponent the opponent says, "I'm challenging you, Moxley, to a first blood match," and it shows Moxley's face like, oh dear God, I'm troubled.
He's got to find a hard time to not bleed at this point.
Well, you got to wear a helmet or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say wear a whole helmet so he doesn't bleed.
Yeah, you know what? Just get Kerry across his helmet. That might help.
Jeez.
Oh man. But yeah, I am hearing about drama about AEW. Sammy and
I gotta say, it looks like AEW is the local drama house right at the moment. So,
but continue with Punk and Moxley after losing the belt. Omega Red, you share some on Messenger pertains to what fans have been saying.
What fans have been saying?
Yes, I'm gonna put it right now.
You're talking about the certain individual that said what he said about the AEW at the moment.
Yeah.
Well, wait. Who?
So I'm assuming this is General Jerry, right?
Oh, yeah. I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, I see the name there, unless himself it's gotta be General Jerry. I can't really tell, because okay, not I see. Okay, it is him. All right, so he posted on Facebook, which was at this point I guess about maybe 5 or 6 hours ago, but he says TNA 2010 greater AEW, yes, it's that bad.
That's what he said.
Pretty much what he was saying is TNA 2010 is way better than AEW right now. That's pretty much what he's saying.
And what happened? You remember how about that year? That's when Hogan came in. Hogan and Bischoff and all the old guards started taking over TNA at the time. Worst period ever. Worst period ever. And Ric Flair.
Yeah, because I remember when they put Impact in Monday nights. I remember actually watching that.
Yeah, that was the biggest mistake they could have ever done.
They should have never done that, bro.
And I'm sorry, I paid more attention to Raw than I did than TNA.
Yeah, man, it's just TNA. They weren't ready for that.
That right there was pretty much company suicide. Pretty much right there.
I think even Vince, dude. I think even Vince Russo said that was a bad idea.
Yeah. That's from someone who had bad ideas, to put on TV during that time.
Yeah, he said that was not smart to go against Monday Night Raw. When Monday Night Raw was losing ratings compared to TNA, they were still beating TNA.
Oh, they weren't just beating them; they were absolutely massacring them at the time.
Yeah, they were demolishing them.
It was a total massacre, pretty much.
It wasn't even it was pretty much a squash match, pretty much. It's it
wasn't even close. Not even.
It was not close. Yeah.
They tried to
create, not even halfway close.
They tried to recreate the Monday Night Wars. It was more like a Monday Night Massacre because Raw was kicking ass.
Yeah, because Raw was kicking their butt, man. Say what you want about Raw during that time, but TNA, they could not compete with that. It's they shouldn't have.
Nope.
They shouldn't have, man.
Never.
Like I said, I remember watching that during that time. You know, when they went to Monday. You know,
all we'll say is that even if AEW tried to do something like that, say like a Monday Night Dynamite, I'll be like, nope, that's a bad idea right there.
That's not a good idea, man.
Too. That's a bad idea.
Especially when Triple H is running things now.
Yeah, because Vince McMahon is gone, so you know Triple H there, you know, and he's been doing a really good job recently. So yeah, that would not be the good time. Yeah, especially during this time right now. Yeah, that would not be a good time. Maybe back then, maybe like when it started, maybe, but now with Triple H. But now with Triple H, I wouldn't risk that. I wouldn't.
No. Yeah. I'll think they should. There's no point to be doing.
There's no point in doing it anyway. Yeah. So.
Yeah. But yeah, some other people saying things to after what Jordan Jerry posted there. And I'm assuming he wrote it because the whole thing happened with Punk and Moxley match.
Yeah.
Which I'm gonna get back to that too, by the way. But and then you have some people saying, you're not wrong, and AEW is fucking shit, and he put the letter E at the end. Okay, shit, whatever. And then you guys say he agreed. And last night we referring to Dynamite. Last night sucked for sure, and like even if you thought the Punk thing was ridiculous, how that match ended quickly in a quick fashion. No, the show didn't suck at all.
Yeah, I wouldn't say the show sucked.
Maybe that part of you thought was sucked. That sucked, but now I don't know. Again, I don't know if you're saying if the show sucked because of that. But saying the show saying the show sucked because of that, it's not fair.
Yeah.
Well, actually, from what I've seen, not only that Facebook post. Apparently, he made a video too, where it said something about AEW was a failure or something like that. But I don't know.
Oh God.
And he did a whole rant on CM Punk, which I don't know. I don't know what that was about, but yeah,
it had to be about the whole like Hangman thing, since that's probably the only recent news.
Probably as well.
But I mean, now I did see Just Alex, the Lex Man's video. I saw the part. Too. I saw the part where he was talking about the whole CM Punk thing, and he pretty much compared it to the whole finger point of doom.
And that's what I want to bring up too. That's exactly what I want to bring up too. And I'm saying, and I'm hearing that from Alex, and not just from Alex, but some other people too were saying that. And I'm saying, so how is that comparable?
No, it's not. It's not like.
I was going like I wouldn't say that. Like
it's not it's not like John Moxley threw a pebble at him. He fell down and he was knocked out. Apparently.
It was nothing like that. When Hogan did that shit, they were in cahoots, and on top of that, it was shitty. Let's call it that. It was fucking bullshit.
Yeah, and it wasn't at the same time. Wasn't it the same week where Mankind won the WWF Championship?
Yeah, and let's think about it too. Eric Bischoff having 25 say on commentary, if you're planning on watching him on that Raw, by flipping this channel, don't, because they're Mick Foley is gonna be winning their world title, and then that'll put butts in some seats. Ugh. And then you go do this finger poke of doom on the show. So you're telling me your main event is a better main event than what Man Raw was doing with rocking Mankind having a match that was having crowds going nuts. Are you kidding me?
And what's crazy? Because like I said, I had the DVD of Monday Nitro, right? WCW Monday Nitro, and they showed it, and I was actually because I was actually excited to see this. Kevin Nash versus Hollywood Hulk Hogan. I was actually looking forward to seeing it. It was it's a big match feel. It's gonna be crazy, right? And then I see the finger poke of doom, and then I'm like, wait, what just happened? It was what? And then he pins him. I'm like. Huh? I was so confused. It was wait, that happened?
When I saw that, I was like, what the hell is this shit? What the fuck?
I was that really happened on live television?
It was shit.
And it was I think it was a big crowd too.
Yeah.
It's that's what you do for the main event? Hogan versus Nash, and that's what you do?
I think it would be the same as saying the crowd wasn't pissed.
No wonder freaking Mankind versus The Rock did better. Like, look what they did. Look what freaking WWE did.
Because they actually had a match, and you had Stone Cold returning on that night, and the crowd went nuts, popping out of their seats and all.
I would rather take a 3-minute match with Hogan and Nash than what they did. Like, even if it's just 3 minutes, it's like at least it's a match, you know. That was just finger point, boop, and then
it could have been at least like one power bomb, and then he could have pinned him.
Yeah, at least something. But it was literally just boop, and then he fell down, and then 1, 2, 3. Like, what? What the hell did I just watch?
That was the darkest days in pro wrestling.
Yeah. Now, listen, the whole CM Punk and Moxley's name of the match, you know, because when it first showed that was going to come early, me and Robert were both confused. Like, why is it not the main event? And so we're thinking, like, okay, maybe they have something hooked up. So it's like, okay, let's see what they do. And then we're watching the match, and you know, Moxley's getting, Moxley and Punk are going at it. Punk, does some moves. Moxley does some moves, and you see that Punk has, he's holding his foot. Look like he's injured. And then that's what Moxley does to Paradigm Shift in 1, 2, 3. Is like, whoa, that was fast. Like, was that like we were speechless, It was like, what the hell just happened? It was definitely a speechless moment, but I wouldn't compare it to Finger Punk of Doom. Like, the Finger Punk of Doom was just stupid. That was just a dumb idea. This, I feel like, I mean, I really don't know what this is. Like, I don't know if this was, I don't know if CM Punk was actually legit injured and they had to call an audible or something. Or I don't know if it was just part of the storyline. Like, I'm not sure. Like, we don't really know.
Or maybe it's because the drama with that Punk had with Paige, and then the whole thing with Coco Cabana.
So pretty much punishing Punk.
Yeah,
maybe.
We don't know. It's like that's the thing. We don't know what happened here.
So now we're in this whole situation where what are they going to do for All Out? Because are they going to have Punk not be a part of the show? Because people are pro CM Punk fans are going to be very disappointed if he's not there.
Yeah, because they're going to be in Chicago, and you already know there's going to be a bunch of CM Punk chants,
and not just with with All Out, but you also got Dynamite and Rampage before we get to All Out. That's going to be in Chicago.
Oh yeah, because they're also going to be in Chicago too. Yeah, Rampage and Dynamite. Yeah. So
now I wonder what the reaction is going to be. When they get there after what they did with Punk. For this week's Dynamite.
Yeah. So I don't know what they do, but like I said, it was definitely a crazy moment. I didn't expect it. I was expecting, it's gonna be a crazy match, and Punk's gonna win, and maybe we have something happen in the end, or maybe not. But I'm not mad that Moxley won. I just didn't expect it, and I definitely didn't expect it in 3 minutes.
I'm happy he won too, by the way, because if anyone on that needed to be a world champion, during the time where there's crowds there this time, because Moxley never had that opportunity to really had that opportunity that much. I mean, he may have a little bit of it, but then when the pandemic came around,
that pretty much ended it.
That basically ended it. He has some crowds coming back though afterwards, but now we got full capacity crowd where Moxley was the interim AEW World Champion, and now he's the undisputed AEW World Champion, and he's going to be going into All Out. So basically they're doing Moxley justice here in a way, but at the same time you also you have Punk now out of the picture. Now I don't know what's going on. Now who knows? Maybe it's a storyline because also they point out too some people on the podcast after Punk lost he looked back while he's being carried out and like because I didn't think of it at first until I heard from some people on podcasts just talking about this and like maybe they could be on for some of that with that. We'll see. They're saying it's gonna be a heel turn.
Maybe.
He's gonna leave the company.
He's gonna quit.
He's gonna quit, go back to UFC.
Oh no,
he's a quitter.
Oh, not well. Not with that broken foot, he can't.
He's a crybaby.
but back to the whole finger pole of doom. Now we're not knocking these people. Like Alex and those on that reference that. All we're saying is that no, it's not comparable. It's not on the same table.
Yeah, it's not, because like I said, the whole finger pole of doom was just stupid. Like,
yeah,
it was this. Like I said, we don't know what happened. This could have been an audible. Could have been, like, we don't know. We really don't know. So
AEW right now is not worse than TNA in 2010. No.
I wouldn't go that far. It was just a confusing moment. It was just a confusing and shocking moment. Like, it just raises questions. Yeah. So,
and this is also worse. The whole finger pole of doom. This is even worse than what Michaels and Triple H had their match back in '98. In the main event for the European title, and Michaels was pushed down. Triple H also running the ropes like he's a goofball. I don't know if you guys ever seen that match, but I remember watching it live. It was actually a pre-tape show because it was a Christmas episode, but they aired on Raw. I'm watching it on, and it
was on Raw.
It was I think it was like a Christmas episode. I think it was. I'm assuming it was. Back in '98 when Michael was double champion, world champion and European champion.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys seen that one, but but that was ridiculous. Even that was ridiculous too.
I don't know about that because I'm just hearing about it.
And obviously because they're in DX2 always, so they pull the shenanigans off,
Yeah, but I think because with Kevin Nash and Hogan, because like this is when the whole Wolfpack and NW Hollywood, like, they were actually facing each other, right? Hogan and Nash, they were actually feuding, right?
Hogan and Nash.
Yeah. So it just to do the finger poke of doom and just come back to NWO was just it just looked. First of all, like, you robbed the fans of actual match, like actual main event match, with something that's stupid, and it was just like, a complete mess. And, it was definitely one of those cracks. Like, it was definitely one of those strikes of WCW. Like,
I'm pretty sure in the fan perspective, I'm pretty sure that was strike number one, and then eventually there would be way more strikes after that. That was just the beginning at that point.
I can't imagine. Like, could you? I can't imagine, like, paying your ticket. You're looking forward to the main event. You're looking forward to Hollywood Hulk Hogan versus Kevin Nash for the World Championship, and then you see that, and like, wow, that's what we got for the main event. Wow.
Pretty sure at that point, I'm pretty sure everybody would feel scammed.
Yeah, because, like, what the hell was that? It's like, yeah, it was just.
Imagine that happened in 2022, like right now.
Yeah,
they wouldn't dare do
that. Like, just imagine they're hyping up. Oh my God, Karrion Kross and Roman Reigns, they're gonna fight it out. It's gonna be a slugfest. Next, finger poke of doom, man. 1, 2, 3. Like, just imagine that happen, like, right now. Yeah, that would not be good.
No, but yeah, with that situation out of the way, there's another situation that involves Eddie Kingston, and there's a reason why for it too, because I didn't notice that at first while we were watching Dynamite, but they didn't bother mentioning about Eddie Kingston versus Sammy Guevara for All Out, which again I didn't notice that at first, but then after the show was over, and then people started talking about Eddie Kingston, why his match was mentioned, and I realized, oh yeah, that's right. I wonder why. So we come to find out, apparently that Eddie Kingston, had a fight with Sammy Guevara. And I don't know if the same situation happened with Sammy Guevara too, because I think he wrestled on Rampage, pertains to the tapings after Dynamite was over on that night. But apparently Eddie Kingston has been suspended. I don't know the full story.
I wonder what he did.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what led to the fight between those two. Why like who started it, whatever, or why the fight even happened between those two.
Oh, guess what, Smart? He got mad because Sammy took his burger.
Oh my god.
You know they're probably gonna be like, oh, he got mad because he took his McDonald's Happy Meal.
Oh my. Maybe. I don't know. But I don't know the full story of it. Of what's the deal? Haven't got listen to anything from anyone yet to know the situation of it behind it. But yeah, that match between Eddie Kingston and Sammy Guevara is now not happening at all out. Sammy Guevara, some people say he's suspended too. I don't know if he is suspended because again, he's of what I heard, he's wrestling on. I think he wrestled on Rampage. I don't want to be spoiled. I don't want to look at the results in it or anything, but I don't know if they changed it afterwards. Changed this whole thing. Maybe Sammy Guevara, had nothing to do with the fight.
Just edit him out of the show. You never know.
Maybe, who knows? But if that's the case, with A. Kingston being suspended and Sammy Guevara was still on the show, wrestling on this week, I don't think it's fair on the to do that to especially if both parties were in fault in all this. I don't know. It's a bad situation right now with AEW. That's behind the scenes. Not because the whole thing with Punk, but with the whole thing with Coco Cabana, Adam Page, and people have made issues with Punk as well. But this whole thing with Eddie Kingston too.
Sounds like a bunch of high school drama going on in AEW.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on with AEW.
It's like, okay, well, let's hope it doesn't get bad to the point where Tony Khan might need to step in.
Hey, he needs to step in at this point, man, because
there's way too many drama. It's like, all right, now time for you to take your role as a leader seriously, and now you have to step in.
Yeah, because I'm hearing about Punk and Heyman, and now Eddie kicks it in. Let's take Guevara.
I mean, fuck, dude, do a whole Dr. Shelby anger management class if you have to. Like, oh my god,
please. Dude, I don't know what's going on. And yeah, like you mentioned, because because we didn't hear anything about Eddie Kingston versus Sammy, because I kind of forgot that was going to be a match. But yeah, they didn't, because they were actually showing they were showing I remember they were showing the match card. They did show the match card that night. And I don't think I saw Eddie Kingston and Sammy Guevara. So I was like, yeah, like I didn't realize that until you said that. I was like, oh yeah, they didn't.
And I look at Wikipedia. Sorry, when I look at Wikipedia, yeah, that match has been removed. It's not happening now.
So it's not happening.
So yes, basically it's not happening.
Wow.
And the dog's upset because it's not happening.
So instead, we're gonna get Kenny Omega versus Sammy Guevara.
Oh boy.
I'll be like, oh hell no.
Oh hell no.
And we're also getting Kenny Omega versus Jon Moxley. I'll be like, oh hell no.
I think it's great.
Man, no, fuck it. We're gonna put Kenny Omega in every match, or we're gonna make him win every match.
I think it's great.
Oh shit! You know what? Fuck it. Was that Kenny Omega in the Clash of the Castle pay-per-view in every match?
You know what? Let's add Bryan Danielson into it. Since he's always the third wheel.
Oh
man.
Yep,
Yeah,
Brian Danielson's gonna come out on Dynamite with the Universal title. Like, just imagine that actually happened.
That would be crazy. This whole thing is crazy, man. Like, I don't know what to say.
Well, speaking of something else that's crazy too. Now we're gonna talk about Thunder Rosa because of her injury, she has to step down from All Out because she was supposed to be defending the AEW World Title against Toni Storm, but now that's not happening.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
So we're to see what they're planning on doing. They're doing a four-way match between Britt Baker, Toni Storm, Jimmy Hayter, and the return of Hikaru Shida. So what's the injury actually that happened with Thunder Rosa? Why she can't compete? As of right now, there's still no update on what her injury was, but I can speculate and have a theory about what was her injury, a while back, because I mean it's been talked about before, but it's been sort of way after that because Thunder Rosa has to been competing as to AEW World Champion, because I noticed it tends to those band tapes, which is healing your muscles or something like that, which tends to having some type of neck injuries.
Yeah.
Well, I noticed that on Thunder Rosa months ago, when during her time when she was going against Britt Baker for the title, and that was very noticeable too. And I said to myself, because I'm hearing people saying that she's injured and all that, even from Dave Meltzer and basically Thunder Rosa and AEW basically killed those rumors and all, and like, okay, she looks fine then. Maybe that was the injury that came back to haunt her. It caught with her, I think it was. Now, if I can remember, the injury was, I think, sort of from her right side, I think it was, or left. I can't remember what side it was, but it was very noticeable of what I saw there. So I wonder if she's you got some injury there. Maybe it's not a serious injury, but maybe it's an injury that she's fine through. Because she's finally getting this opportunity to become the AEW Women's World Champion, to carry the women's division on her back. And the last thing that you want to see is her to take time off, for her to heal up, and then had that opportunity to go to someone else.
Yeah.
So, what I also heard too, by the way, because what's going on with this one? Because again, we don't know what injury is. There's no update with it. Not that I know of, because I haven't haven't noticed it for anyone talking about pertains to sources online. But I'm hearing some other things pertains to Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa. Like I mentioned before, those two don't like each other. For whatever reason, they don't like each other.
Yay, another drama fest.
Yes, another drama fest.
I'm telling you, Tony Khan, you might as well make it a fucking like happy, like fucking what was the fuck it is? Dr. Shelby Anger management class at this point.
Yeah, because like what the hell, man? Like, does
like,
everyone
nobody
hate
like
each other in AEW now? Like, Jesus.
Yeah.
I mean, what's next? I mean, what the fuck's next? Like, Tony Khan doesn't like Kenny Omega. Like, what's next?
Yeah, like what's going on, man? It's crazy, man.
I'm just gonna say, I just hope this doesn't come to bite AEW in the ass to the point where it might lead to a possible self-destruction from the inside.
Yeah, man. I hope it doesn't, because man, that's the last thing they need.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. They need is a lot of wrestlers behind the scenes very unhappy how the behind the scenes are shaping up to be.
Because now they're in real danger, especially if wrestlers start leaving. Especially since now Triple H is involved in in WWE, and there's even some wrestlers that say that if they didn't work for AEW, they would go back. So it's like, that's why that's
true.
It's not looking good, bro.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, this would be a very bad time for wrestlers to be unhappy or be having drama back in the backstage area.
Yeah, especially
I even heard that apparently Miro and Andrade are unhappy how they've been treated in AEW.
Really?
Yeah, I've actually heard some of that. They are actually unhappy. So, I mean, those two are. I can see them returning to WWE if they decide to leave AEW eventually.
Yeah, and we got to think about MJF too, because he's been having problems. He's been having problems with creative. With Tony Khan. So if he really does leave, and if Triple H gets MJF, who was pretty much their biggest star in AEW, like, dude, like I can't imagine, like, it's gonna be crazy. Because let's be real, like MJF is pretty much their top heel right now. That's AEW's top heel. So
yeah,
I don't know. Like, it's like a guy like that you can't lose. Like you can't lose MJF.
And especially with Triple H being in charge now, if MJF decides to leave eventually, we know where he's going.
Yeah. Now, granted, like he's not gonna be doing as much cursing because
yeah.
Well, maybe he won't, but
I mean, other than the B word and
yeah, but if he still has creative
ass,
yeah, but if he still has creative freedom, then yeah, he's set. So if they give him that and give him a lot of money, because WWE, they have money for days, so
right.
if he does go to WWE, then he's pretty much set. And AEW, like, I wouldn't say AEW would be screwed, but that would be another big loss.
Yeah,
like another big loss. Yeah.
So here's this story of what I heard. Now I don't know if it's true or not, but apparently it pertains to Thunder Rosa, pertains not just with her issues with Britt Baker, but also issues with Jamie Hayter as well.
Oh, Jamie Hayter too?
Yeah. So apparently, when they had their match, Thunder Rosa and Jamie Hayter, which I'm assuming was during the Battle of the Belts 3. I think it says something about, I don't remember if she did or not, Jamie Hayter, but apparently she had a note, her nose got busted open or whatever. Maybe I don't remember if it happened or not, because I remember match being good though. But I remember Britt being out there and all. Tony Storm was out there, Rebel was out there, Reba, which I want to say. So basically, with Jamie Hayter, not liking Thunder Rosa to begin with. Thunder Rosa.
I didn't know that.
And again, and this is a story here. Britt Baker and Jim Hayter, especially Jim Hayter, wanted to fight Thunder Rosa because of giving her a bust up nose, whatever. And this story sounds ridiculous too, but how this was described. Again, this is what I heard. Thunder Rosa ran to the bathroom and locked herself in the bathroom to avoid getting beat up.
Wait, huh?
Yeah, Thunder Rosa, who's got some fighting background in MMA, who fought in MMA, is hiding in the bathroom to avoid getting beat up.
What? That's the dumbest thing I've ever. Well, I mean, unless she made enemies in the whole locker room and they all want to beat her up, then then what the?
If she was ready to get jumped, maybe, I don't know, but.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, what you should do, like, piss off the whole women's roster, and now they all want to beat her up.
Yeah, like the whole thing with what's her name again? Roger Strong's wife, Maria. Oh yeah, Maria Shafir. The whole sandbagging her. That crowds were that everyone was saying that that's what Thunder Rosa did to Maria Shafir, and yet Thunder Rosa and Maria Shafir both liked the tweet. So since one fan saying that Thunder Rosa sandbagged Maria Shafir in their match. Yeah, she sandbagged her so much that that Maria Shafir liked the tweet. Whatever.
Jesus.
But yeah, this is all.
Actually, if that's true, then might as well make that match Thunder Rosa versus the whole women's roster.
So yeah, man, the whole thing of Thunder Rosa hiding in the bathroom because she's was worried that she was gonna get jumped.
Like what the hell is that?
Come on.
It's like I'm just thinking to myself, like, where did that even come from?
I had no idea.
Like, what is Uncle Dave pulling stuff out of his ass again?
I don't know if it was from Dave Meltzer or whoever.
If it's from Dave Meltzer, that's part of the reason why I never listen to anything from that guy. Is he makes up some stupid bullshit all the time. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, just get back to the subject.
I don't know. Ridiculous.
Yeah, that's the dumbest thing that I've ever heard. Like, Jerry rules.
Yeah, it's from Street Fighter. I'm looking forward to that game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's like the dumbest thing about, like, what, like, why is that even okay? Even if that happens, like, why does that even matter? Like,
wait, what y'all talking about?
No, we're still talking about apparently Thunder Rosa hiding in the bathroom or something like that. That's what I'm saying. Like, why does that even matter? Like, what's that got to do with the situation?
She's a bitch.
She's scared of Britt Baker.
she's scared.
She's scared that Britt Baker's gonna send the whole undisputed era on her.
She don't want none. Yeah, this is AEW. They gotta straighten out. They really gotta like.
She's scared that Britt Baker's gonna send the whole Bullet Club after her.
Oh no. Yeah, AEW. They gotta really talk to these wrestlers, man. Because like, man, what?
Unreal.
The last thing they need is a whole bunch of wrestlers hating each other. Like for real. That's the last thing they need.
Last thing you need is it doesn't get so bad to the point where Tony Khan's going to be like, well, time to make some budget cuts.
Yeah, it was like, dude.
I could have sworn at one point, I think there was some drama between two wrestlers that got so bad to the point where one of them got released. A couple years back, but I don't. Actually, matter of fact, now thinking about it, that might have been Austin Aries, if I remember correctly.
In Impact Wrestling, Austin Aries, yes. And then you had something about Shanna from AEW. Apparently had issues with Leo Hirsch, and that let her to be let go.
Matter of fact, speaking of AEW drama, I heard something about Santana and Ortiz not liking each other anymore either.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we talked about that.
Even though they're a tag team, it's like, wow, like what the hell happened between those two?
Yeah, I remember we talked about that, like, I think a few months ago, like,
Yeah,
with that whole thing, because I think it's because, since he left, I think because he was in another company, I think, it was something, but yeah, I don't know, man. Like AEW, they gotta get their stuff together backstage, man, because that's the last thing they need is a whole bunch of wrestlers legit hating each other, because it's not a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Especially if the whole roster just are against one another at all times.
Yeah, because especially like if they get unprofessional, in live television, that's not gonna look good. Yeah, so they got to get this stuff together, man.
Yeah, that's what's going on at AEW right now. Not good at all. With them.
It could, if it gets worse, it could be pretty much the self-destruction of itself from the inside.
Yeah, pretty much. The self-destruction.
Which everybody knows what happens when it self-destructs from the inside. I mean, look what happened at TNA.
Yeah, we know what happens. It becomes a DVD.
Yep, the rise and fall.
Yeah, the rise and fall. Yeah.
All right.
Let's talk about Michael Jackson. He's the topic, right?
Yes, he is.
Billie Jean.
Yes.
I wanna rock with you all night.
Before we do, maybe just do this here.
Before we do, John Cena sucks.
My life will never be the same.
If John Cena is good.
What?
Yes.
I just want to say John Cena sucks. He's the worst wrestler to ever lace on a pair of boots.
No.
Matter of fact, he's not even a wrestler. He's just a parody of a wrestler.
No. Okay, Daniel Bryan.
I mean, Daniel Bryan was speaking facts. I mean, what could I say?
Speaking of Daniel Bryan, I got to look back at this clip of him if he did say Daniel Bryan Danielson.
Oh yeah, because you say he said that last night.
Yeah, I could swear he did say that. But I'll look it up though. But let's get to Michael Jackson.
It's funny. One last thing before we head to Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Funny thing is that this was off air. This actually didn't even happen on live television. But back at Forbidden Door, when John Moxley was cutting an after show promo, he actually did accidentally say Daniel Bryan instead of Bryan Danielson.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he said Daniel Bryan. I'm like, that's not wait. I'm like, whoop, that's a botch.
Yeah, no, that's his brother.
Yeah, that's his brother. They're totally not the same person.
Yeah, American Dragon doesn't do the whole yes or no thing. That's Daniel Bryan. Totally different.
Yep. Just like John Moxley and Dean Ambrose, totally different.
Yep.
Just like Juan Cena and John Cena, totally different.
Yep.
Do you remember that Juan Cena?
Yeah, I think it was it was some part of the house show, and he had like his own custom mask. So it was like, oh wow,
it was still trash, but anyway.
Oh my god, it's like I was like, oh, I guess he was inspired by Mr. America, and Could you imagine that was like the origin of freaking El Generico because of John Cena and freaking Mr. America?
If that was the case, well, I would tell you one thing: Sami Zayn did it way better than John Cena and Hulk Hogan could ever do it.
Well, actually, we still don't know who Mr. America is. I still don't know. So
totally.
Yeah,
we don't know. It could have been Mickey Mouse for all I know.
Could have been Chuck Norris. Who knows?
Could have been LeBron James.
Well, damn, it was like, well, your skin color does not look good.
Who
knows? It could have been you. It could have been you, Jalen.
Wow. Even though I was like 3 years old when that happened, but I guess I was a time traveler.
All right, guys. Listen to this.
And the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson.
Daniel Bryan Danielson.
I knew it. He did say that.
Daniel Bryan Danielson.
Who the fuck is Daniel Bryan Danielson?
That's his brother. That's his brother's full name.
Oh my god!
Now we know that's his brother's full name.
I knew what's hearing things. He did.
Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan's full name is Daniel Bryan Danielson. Now it makes sense.
He said so quick because he realized he botched it. He meant to say Bryan Danielson.
Daniel Bryan Danielson.
Yeah, because I remember I said like I had a feeling like one day he'll probably mess up and actually say like WWE name Daniel Bryan. I had a feeling that would happen, and look, it did.
Oh my god. Oh man.
Because I remember there has been some times where like AEW wrestlers they'll actually say their WWE names like because I know I think Jim Ross called Ruby Soho Ruby Riott.
Yeah. And call him Cesaro. Claudio Cesaro.
Oh yeah, he called him Cesaro. Yeah,
I remember say that Claudio Cesaro.
Yeah, he called him Cesaro. It was like, I mean, like I get it. Now I forgot where this was. I don't know if it was like his debut or something. But I had a feeling because I already knew like
I think it was during Blood and Guts where Gerald said that.
Oh,
I could have sworn didn't someone actually call Malachi Alistair once? I could have sworn someone said that too.
I did.
You did?
Oh no. I didn't mean on you mean on Dynamite. You mean I don't know if someone did or not.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I think someone said, or someone on the show said, instead of Malachi, they said Alistair.
It might have been Jim Ross or it might have been Jericho.
I remember Jericho called Eric Redbeard Eric Rowan.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
and then he referenced the Bludgeon Brothers too.
Yeah, he mentioned the Bludgeon Brothers too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that could have been a botch, but since this was the memorial,
it was a show.
Yeah, so it was like I don't think anyone really would have been pissed about it. So it was like
I mean, Brody Lee, excuse me.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't think anyone really would have cared because
Yeah. All right. Okay.
It was with MJ,
So now we're done with talking about Daniel Bryan Danielson.
Daniel Bryan Danielson.
So yeah, Michael Jackson. We got some few talks to talk about Jason Michael Jackson. Hopefully this was like too long, but so remember the whole thing with Michael Jackson's songs from Michael album, like Keep Your Head Up, Monster, and Breaking News were removed because it didn't sound like Michael Jackson. So what I'm gonna do here is gonna read an article here because Michael Jackson's estate and Sony settled a lawsuit over alleged fake vocals.
Okay.
All right, just give me a moment. Clicking the link. All right, so here you go. A long-running controversial over the vocals on a post-Asylum's Michael Jackson album is over. Allegedly speaking, as Billboard reports, Michael Jackson's estate and Sony settled a class action lawsuit claiming that 3 songs on 2010's Michael were performed by an imposter. And again, the songs are Breaking News, Keep Your Head Up, and Monster, which by the way features 50 Cent, the rapper. In case yeah, the king has risen.
I did not know that.
So, we're truly sung by Jackson, which I do think so. Listen to if you listen to Keep Your Head Up, the song, it sounded like Jackson to me. Where it turns to Monster. And where it turns to Monster. Again, where it turns to singing the song Monster. Monster, he's a monster. Sound like Michael Jackson to me.
I mean, who do you think the imposter was? Like The Weeknd?
Yes. But also pertains to, again, let me go back to the song Keep Your Head Up. Pertains to how you sang it. Keeping your head up to the sky, keeping your mind on staying alive. And then you got a song Breaking News. You're breaking the news. That's that. But we're breaking the news. We're breaking news by the way. It just sounds a little suspicious that it didn't sound like him that much. I think it's this as well. This was during the time Michael Jackson was recording songs during the times where he just got off of of allegations going over to the trials of then that's gonna damage his career and most importantly that he was going to do the same again after that.
Okay. Yeah.
So obviously, everything that everything that Michael Jackson would have done from there, would have lost some level of confidence there. Or where he should he be doing this anymore? Which he hasn't been doing them ever since the trial. Which he did try to get back into it in a way, and he happy would have done so in the the split tour, where else could be his final tour to do, but never got a chance to do it because she unfortunately died.
Yeah.
But anyways, so the theory was that the voice of those tracks beyond belongs to session singer, someone by the name of Jason Malachi.
Okay.
Yeah, so Jason Malachi, who supposedly admitted as much in a since deleted 2011 Facebook post. I have no memory of that whatsoever, but where but again, that was a long time ago. So, but way back in 2014, Jackson fan Vera Soroven filed that the class action lawsuit in 2018. An appeals court ruled that it didn't matter if Jackson actually sang the song, tracks, but the case did not end there, as Xavier Bisura, I'm saying I don't know if that's say last name or whatever, but then California's authorities general wrote a briefing supporter of the lawsuit before settling the sites were a decision by the, the California Supreme Court. So the settlement comes a month after Sony removed the three songs, which we talked about it before. Because this whole lawsuit that was settled, they removed those three songs, which I think is fucking ridiculous that they removed that in the first place. Like what? Like who gives a fuck? Even if that wasn't really Michael Jackson singing it, like who cares? If it sounds like Michael, if it sounds if it sounds like Michael Jackson, again to me it sounds like Michael Jackson to me. I don't know if you guys have heard songs before. Clear as day, to me it sounds like Michael Jackson to me.
Well, it's not really him smart.
But Sony and the real estate are repeatedly similar sentiments in the new joint statement to Billboard. Regardless on how the Supreme Court may rule, the parties to the lawsuit mutually decided to end the litigation, which would have potentially include additional appeals and leverage trial court process. Excuse me. The state agrees. They added the removed songs and was um simplest and best way to beyond the conversation associated with these cracks once for all. And there you go. But let me double check to see if it was brought back in there.
Man, MJ did not deserve this one.
Nope.
All because it is something Michael Jackson. Like, I mean, that guy this album itself was nominated or get an award, and those songs won an award. Like I don't know,
Man, I don't believe the whole didn't sound like Michael Jackson. I just feel like that's probably an excuse.
Oh, we're just jealous because we didn't sing it.
It's something because like something petty. Like I don't get it.
It really is.
Maybe they were like, oh, we're more Prince fans.
Mm-hmm. Well, YouTube music still don't have that on there.
It's absolutely ridiculous, man. It's crazy.
I don't know if any other platforms has it on there either. To me, I can care less about that if they have it on there or not, because I got the album, so I'm good there. But let me see here. Let me go to Michael Jackson's album. See all. What's out? Oh, that's those are songs. There we go. Albums. I gotta find Michael. 7 songs in there, and even from Pandora doesn't have that on there either. I guess let's do the. I don't know what's going on, but I guess they're trying to bring them back, to it now, but I guess it's gonna take time to proceed the process, I should say. So who knows? That's what's going on. That's one of the topics of Michael Jackson. Any additional thoughts about it?
It's just
I think it's bullshit, and who cares? Just let the songs be on there.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially
at least respect them, man. Like, even if he didn't sing it, at least respect the fact someone else sang it and actually let the song be released to the public.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's absolutely pathetic, man. It's just very unfortunate.
You're robbing my MJ fans, but listen to those songs. I'm pretty sure that there are a lot of MJ fans that want to listen to those songs.
It's just MJ didn't deserve any of this one.
Jeez, but yeah, that's one of them. Another thing about Michael Jackson's on topic here.
Okay.
Have you guys? I don't know if you heard about it, but I don't know what the big deal about this thing is, but because I don't really know much about it, but pertains to the NFT.
Yeah, I've heard of those NFTs.
What's that about, actually? Because I heard The Weeknd had this too.
Well, I mean, I don't know what's going on with Michael Jackson with NFT. I don't know too well, but I've always heard of it because I know like WWE like advertise it, and I know like some other companies advertise it.
WWE advertise that too.
Yeah, I don't know if they still do it, but I remember like for a period of time they did, like advertise like NFTs. But I've been, because I've been pretty much hearing, because I'm on Discord, and I've heard like some artists say like it's not a really good thing for like artists. Yeah, so I don't know. I've heard that NFTs is not really. I haven't really heard anything positive about it. Yeah, but what exactly is going on with Michael Jackson with NFTs?
Well, I'm not gonna go too much of it, but it says here that the NFT Naruto, not Naruto, Naruto, Naruto Museum partners with Michael Jackson's estate.
Naruto and MJ together?
No, not Naruto. It's not Naruto.
Not the anime.
No.
I was about to say, that is a weird yet cool combination.
Yeah, it's Naruto Museum partners with Michael Jackson.
Naruto Museum. Is it like in Japan or something? Like,
I really want to know, but
let me look this up.
Yeah, it's a Naruto museum. Pertains to FTF. I mean NFT. So apparently, partner with Michael Jackson's estate with this. Again, I don't know much about the NFT thing. So to me, as a non-entity for me. So
yeah, I don't know. No, yeah. Any other MJ topics?
And another one here, because after seeing this one from Nick,
Okay.
I was hoping Nick would be part of this too. But I guess whenever he decides, to have a free time, to be on these videos, I want to hear take on it once we I'll talk about this because Michael Jackson. Here's an article here. Michael Jackson replaced by Harry Styles.
Replace, like,
Yep. Yeah. You're probably wondering what do you mean by that?
yeah, it was like, yeah. What are you talking about?
Michael Jackson replaced by Harry Styles as in the I can't believe I'm saying this pertains to this. Not saying it just happened or it already happened, but then again pertains to Rolling Stone that the publisher those people basically saying Michael Jackson replaced by Harry Styles as new King of Pop.
That's a good joke. Tell me the real topic, Robert.
Now, Mary Rebo would say here, and yes, it is funny because first of all,
ain't the guy from like One Direction? Like,
yes,
yeah. I mean, I'll say this: I did like that song. What Makes You Beautiful? That was a good song.
Mm-hmm.
But no, Harry Styles is not. Dude, I don't even know any Harry Styles songs like by himself. I don't know any.
It is not like on Harry Styles himself.
I'm not like knocking him, but I just like I don't really know him other than he's part of One Direction, and I don't know any of his songs other than One Direction songs.
And this ain't coming from this ain't coming from Harry Styles himself. This is coming from
again. Well, I mean, I'm sure there's not him saying this.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure he knows that he will never fill in those shoes. In fact, no one will ever fill in that shoe.
Nobody, man. I can't even say like Bruno Mars or The Weeknd, man. It's like, nah.
No. As much as I love The Weeknd and Bruno Mars, no, not even they can't fill his shoes.
Nah, because like MJ was like a freaking. He was like the biggest like thing. Like he was more than music. Like he was more than just a music star. This dude was a freaking icon. This dude was a freaking like a real superstar, bro. Like a megastar. Like even you weren't born when Michael Jackson was around playing music, you know who Michael Jackson is. You know him.
Mm-hmm.
You've heard the name. You've seen the guy. You know who he is. Like he's a freaking legend.
Yes.
Yeah, you always be the king of pop. No one could ever take that mantle. No one. Not even like. I don't care. Like I said, I mentioned Bruno Mars and The Weeknd. They're great. They're great musicians. Don't get me wrong, but no one can take the mantle of king of pop. No one. It's Michael Jackson's.
So, this is what was said. Since the legend's passing, there have been talks and debates over who will prove themselves to be as iconic as the Thriller singer, and to put into a stop, Rolling Stone published a piece with the caution. Again, it's coming from them, Rolling Stone. Saying that Harry Styles, how the new king of pop set the world, the music world aflame. This This is coming from Rolling Stone saying this about Harry Styles.
I mean, that is crazy.
Their words here was how the new King of Pop set the world, the music world, aflame. In talking about Harry Styles. First of all, what tends to Rolling Stone saying, putting Harry Styles in that category is and this is not a knock on Harry Styles. Got nothing against Harry Styles, but to put on him on that level of Michael Jackson, to even put him in the same conversation of him being the King of Pop is a fucking joke.
It's like he does not compare to Michael Jackson at all, not even close.
No. And I don't know how he dances. I don't know how big of a star he is. I don't know much of his songs were saying to him be a single song or seems to be in One Direction. Yeah, he did call Throw on Fire, where it seems to on One Direction, but it was but you gotta include those other people too. His the other boys that were with him as well.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just no. It's just he no one can ever be the king of pop. It's Michael Jackson, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not even like even if you're not a Michael Jackson fan, I'm pretty sure like someone will say like you can't replace Michael Jackson as king of pop. Like that's not a mantle that you can just give to somebody. It's like nah, bro.
Unless you're a Michael Jackson hater, then you will say, "Oh yeah, I agree."
Of course you wouldn't.
like that alternate person to sit in the corner and shut the fuck up. Let us grown men talk.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's just no, and like I said, we're not knocking Harry Styles, but it's just his thought, just saying it like no, he's not.
Chris Brown couldn't fill in that shoe. Justin Timberlake couldn't fill in that shoe. Justin Bieber couldn't fill in that shoe. Usher couldn't fill in that shoe.
Yeah. No one can fill the shoes for freaking MJ, man. Nobody.
I thought maybe Justin Derulo will cliff in that shoe, but just for a while, because he has some similarities and comparables of Michael Jackson as well as and then and then I thought to myself, man, if only he could have been a lot bigger, maybe he could fill in that shoe, maybe. Not saying he's not bigger, he is bigger, but not like on the level Michael Jackson was.
Yeah.
Even during the times when you have a lot of people try to take him down with the false allegations.
Yeah. Like I said, I just don't. MJ can never be like the king of pop. You think of MJ, bro. You don't think of Harry Styles or anyone else.
So, as we continue on, retweeting the cover, Jackson's nephew, Taj, penned it. There is no new king of pop. You don't own the title, Rolling Stone. And you didn't earn it. My uncle did.
Agree.
Talk about Michael Jackson. Yeah. Decades of dedication and sacrifice. The title has been retired. No disrespect to Harry Styles. That's what we're saying, by the way. That's what we're saying. He's a mega talented. Give him his own unique title. I agree. Now I don't know much. I don't know much about Harry Styles or what he does as a singles artist. But he deserves his own title.
Yeah, I agree.
There's a reason why you have Prince, who's called the artist formerly known That's it. And yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys said names too. But here's another example. James Brown. He's called the Godfather of Soul.
Yeah, freaking Biggie Smalls. The notorious B.I.G. Notorious.
Was he the king of hip hop? Something like
that? I think he was considerate. I don't know. It was I don't know if that's really his official name, but he is definitely. I will say, like for me, he is definitely one of the kings of hip hop for sure. Along with Tupac. Yeah, and for Tupac.
Oh God. That movie. Wow. Again, I didn't see the movie. I remember seeing on the movie on Hulu. And I said to myself, well, there's more I'm not interested in watching.
Yeah, because I remember like Rem was complaining about it because I'm pretty sure he saw the movie and he was like, for Tupac. It's like, oh man,
unbelievable.
It was just funny and it never got away, never left my head, man. I still remember that.
But yeah,
man.
Here's something I want to bring up. Pertains to these names that was given to these artists that earned the right to be called those names. For example, Christina Aguilera, Britney Spears, and Jessica Simpson. Well, to be honest with you, I don't know why Jessica Simpson's on that list. I never thought of her as a big deal, anyways, in music. But I digress.
I don't know any of her songs, to be honest.
Yeah, and it's best to keep it that way too. Anyways, but all three of them will call the pop princesses. Basically,
okay.
Especially, let's just say Britney Spears, the pop princess.
Yeah.
So, because there's more than one. So,
right.
Buddy Holiday. I mean, no, Holiday. Buddy Holly meant to say Buddy Holly. And Richie, Valens. They are the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost.
Okay.
Oh yeah, also and the big bopper.
I think it's like the big dog.
And by the way, I think these were the guys that died together during that plane crash back in what year that was? Oh yeah, 1959. Anyways, you have, I'm not going to all of them, by the way. Just going to go to a couple, just to bring up a point. You have someone called the Big Bang, just Big Bang, calling themselves kings of K-pop.
Yeah.
And also they call themselves the biggest boy band in the world too.
Okay.
Blackpink, they're called the queens of K-pop and the biggest K-pop girl band in the world.
Yeah, I've heard of Blackpink. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. BTS.
I've heard of them too.
The world's biggest band boy, the kings of K-pop, the world's biggest pop group, and the princesses. I mean the princess of global pop, let's just say. Black Sabbath, Deep Purple, and Led Zeppelin are the unholy trinity of British hard rock and heavy metal.
Okay.
Coldplay, Kings of the Stadium, and Stadium Kings. Not bad, right? Daft Punk are the godfathers of French house.
All right.
Michael Jackson, Madonna, and Prince are holy trinity of pop.
All right.
So basically, Michael Jackson had more than one nickname, obviously. But Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, and Celine Dion, the vocal trinity.
All right.
The Jackson 5, the first family of soul, which true.
All right.
And also, who are also the first family of soul as well is the 5 stair steps.
Okay.
I already never heard of them. So, the Rolling Stones, and no, not talk about the Rolling Stone, the Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
The greatest rock and roll band in the world.
Okay.
Aretha Franklin, who's the I think she's the queen of or diva of soul, something like that. But basically, we're saying Aretha Franklin, Martha Reeves, Diana Ross, Dusty Springfield, and Donnelly Warwick. There are the five the five mighty pop divas of the 60s.
Okay.
And I'm trying to find Elvis Presley here. And I was just naming groups here. Aaliyah, the princess of R&B, and the queen of urban pop.
All right.
Paula Abdul, dancing queen.
Okay.
Adele, the queen of hearts.
All right.
Christina Aguilera, the voice of a generation.
Okay.
Ashanti, princess of hip hop and soul.
All right.
Justin Bieber, prince of pop, and that's all he's gonna be. By the way, that's all he's gonna be. Beyonce, the Queen Bey.
All right.
And as I already mentioned before, over James Brown, the Godfather of Soul.
Okay.
Bad Bunny, the king of Latin trap.
All right.
Yeah, Bad Bunny. Chuck Berry, the king of rock and roll, and also father of rock and roll. I prefer him more as father of rock and roll than king of rock and roll, to be honest.
What was his name again?
Chuck Berry.
Chuck Berry.
Yeah, he played a guitar during his days. Mary J. Blige, the Empress of Soul, the Queen of Hip Hop, and the Queen of Hip Hop Soul.
All right.
David Bowie, the King of Glam Rock, the King of Glam Rock, and the Picero of Pop.
Okay.
Brandy, the Vocal Bible.
All right.
Chris Brown, the King of R&B.
All right.
Mariah Carey, who is the Queen of Christmas
song. I was actually right.
Yeah. Well, obviously because she sang some damn great Christmas songs.
Yeah.
She also was also known as the Songbird Supreme. You have Cher, who is the goddess of pop.
Okay.
Okay, let me get to Elvis Presley, because we all know what Elvis Presley is. Elvis Presley, as we all know, what's his name? They're going by. But let me get to Eminem here. Eminem, king of hip hop, king of rap, and the rap god. I prefer him more as a rap god, to be honest.
You say Eminem?
Yeah, Eminem. I prefer him as the rap god. So.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
All right, let me get to P, because they're going by last names. Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll.
Yes.
As far and we get to Prince here. he's sometimes he'll be called the artist formerly as Prince, but he could be also known as the artist.
All right.
The purple one. And I love this one, by the way. His Royal Badness.
All right.
Now that's something. Ozzy Osbourne, the godfather of heavy metal, and as we all know, the Prince of Darkness.
Yeah, that's Undertaker then.
more like Lord Darkness for Undertaker. But Jim Morrison. And no, not John Morrison, people. Jim Morrison.
Yeah, that's John Morrison's dad.
Yep, it is. we just don't know yet. But Jim Morrison was the Lizard King and Mr. Mojo Rising. I meant to say Rising.
All right.
Yeah, Ricky Martin, who was the king of Latin pop, Latin music king, Latin king, Puerto Rican pop king, crossover Latin king, and king of the cup. King of World Cup. I meant to say.
All right.
That's a lot of things for Ricky Martin.
Chris Brown is a Mr. Ricochet. What?
Bob Marley, king of reggae.
Oh yeah. Don't worry about a thing.
Yes. And obviously you got Madonna as the queen of pop. Other ones that are queen of pop as well. Nicki Minaj, queen of rap. You have other ones that are all known as that as well, like Lil Kim. Freddie Mercury. Freddie Mercury is the king of Queen. Yes, Freddie Mercury is the king of Queen.
All right.
All right, so that's basically all I want to say from there. And then obviously we're chasing Michael Jackson, and you have George Michael Poway. George Michael is also known as King of Pop as well, but he's in his own universe of King of Pop. Look at what George Michael did during his heydays. So Michael Jackson, obviously, he's also known as being King of Pop as well. But if you ask me who was the first to be called King of Pop, there was Michael Jackson, obviously. But you also have Smokey Robinson was the king of Motown because he's been with Motown since the beginning. So I'm pretty sure I get my point here about this whole thing. And let's look at Harry Styles if he's honest with us. Let's see. She starts with a letter S for his last name. So let me see.
Harry Styles is AJ Styles' son.
Okay, there's nothing about Harry Styles being on here. But
it should be called the Phenomenal One.
But also pertains to Selena, queen of Taijano music.
Gomez?
No, just Selena. As far as Selena Gomez, she's not on the list here.
I know her name is The Wizards of Waverly Place.
There you go. But we're taking to these artists are earning these nicknames, I should say. Even Shakira being the queen of rhythm, which pertains to hips don't lie and everything. But I wonder if those hips did lie when it pertains to her taxes. But yeah, even she's had share of a lot of nicknames with her too as well. Latin American sweetheart, queen of Latin music, Latin rock goddess, Empress Pop, queen of the World Cup.
Okay.
The Spice Girls are queen of stage, queen of dance,
Spice Girls.
Yes, and
now tell me what you really want.
Oh, my fault. It says Spice. It's not Spice Girls. My fault. But I'll put them in there as well. Queen of stage and queen of dance hall. So I'm assuming this is one person. So,
I wanna.
But either way, Spice Girls are great too. By the way, Donna Summers, queen of disco, during on disco days. Love the song that she does, man. Hot stuff. That was a classic song in the 70s. Barbra Streisand, the mother of divas and diva of divas.
All right.
Taylor Swift is America's sweetheart, pop titan, princess of a country, queen of bridges, queen of pop, queen of Easter eggs, Miss Americana, and the music industry. So yeah, all these nicknames from most of them that name, they earn the right to be called those things. And again, there's no knock to Harry Styles, but Rolling Stone, why the fuck would you even put him on that category of saying and who are you to say that he's the new king of pop? Who the fuck died and made y'all decision of why they should be called king of pop or queen of pop or anything pertains to having these type of nicknames because of the make a stardom.
Yeah.
Oh, what's going on, Rem? I didn't realize you were there. Woo!
Yeah, Rem's there. Yeah.
Yes, we all. I recently listened to Elvis too, by the way. A week ago or two. So, love it. Always love Elvis. But probably I still need to watch that movie, by the way. Oh my God, Ricky smarking. I'm assuming it's talking about Ricky Martin. Oh man, that's funny there. And Chris Brown is Dallas tour Ricochet. Well, I don't know how he looks right now. So, I'm seeing a recent picture of him. So, I wouldn't know. But I guess he makes tends to flipping around because Chris Brown when he was dancing he always does flips and everything. So, but he's great at it. But anyways, but yeah, back to Rolling Stone. Again, it's not by you even try to say that Harry Styles is even on that level. It's not fair to him. It's not fair to his fans, and it's not fair to us Michael Jackson fans. When you're trying to just stir something up because I'm assuming that's what this was about because his Michael Jackson's nephew here said Michael Jackson's nephew here. Let me see where is it? It's got to say right here somewhere.
Yeah, it would have to be because like no one thinks that Harry Styles is the new king of pop.
No,
I wouldn't even think Harry Styles himself wouldn't even think that.
Again, was someone who come close to it? I guess because of George Michael there. I guess you could say it with him. When he was still around, because of what he's done in his business as well.
Yeah, George Michael's. Yeah, he has some really good songs. Things called "Careless Whisper," and "Freedom." I love those songs.
And you gotta have faith.
Freedom, I won't let you down. So please don't give me up. I love that song.
And it came from the band Wham.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah.
Now, my first time hearing about Wham is through WWE. How was that possible? Well, if you remember the segment, JBL and Michael Cole were singing backstage. Ron Simmons walked up to them, and basically, they were singing something. And then I guess the story here was that what's your favorite band? You got have a band of your favorite, right? And then they're thinking that he was gonna say damn, but instead he said something that rhymes with damn, and that's wham.
Wham.
Well, let's be honest, I don't think it really. I mean, I guess you could say it did kind of rhyme, but in a way, but it was clever though. But that's what I learned about Wham, and that's what I learned about what wait a minute, George Michael was in that band. I thought it was just a single. I thought he was just a solo. That was what I was thinking at first. I thought it was just he started as a solo.
Yeah.
So to find out that he was a part of a band, it was actually a two boy band, obviously, but either way, I guess you say tag team.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm trying to find this quote here of. Oh yeah, here we go. This is what he said. He said the King of Pop title is owned by your uncle and only him. The Rolling Stone knows this. Yeah. So fuck them. And this and by the way, I don't remember who said this. I'm trying to remember who said this in the article. Basically talking to someone agreed with him. I believe it was someone on Twitter who agreed with him. Which even that person agrees that Rolling Stone there was stupid. But basically saying they did this to be controversial and to get people talking about it. And in a way, it did work.
Yeah, it's working, but yeah, it's on them though.
And, yeah, basically the magazine and Harry all while blatantly being disrespectful to the true and only King of Pop.
Yep. All I gotta say to Rolling Stone is beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it.
I can't wish that Rolling Stone
Right.
will get canceled by the cancel culture people. Because they're canceling the wrong people like John Cena. I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you may know what I mean, but chance to the whole Chris Canyon thing.
Oh yeah.
And even the whole thing with China thing too. Because I remember people trying to cancel him from there too. Like all he did was apologize. Like he acted like he told a fake apology.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That thing.
I forgot what it was about. To be honest with you, it's like so. Either way, people making a big deal of it, of just making a big deal of it.
Yeah, it was not a big deal. It was nothing. Like it's like I saw it as like that's people getting mad about. Like
yeah, man. Like there's a lot to get mad about John Cena, and that's not one of them.
Oh my god.
Jeez. But anyways.
It was just for them. It was just for controversy, something to talk about. And like you said, yeah, it was. They were really talking about it, but I don't think it was about Harry Styles.
And the fucking assholes for that.
Yeah, they knew what they were doing. They were just trying to probably get some heat on him. But luckily people are smart and they know that Rolling Stone is to blame here. So yeah. So yeah.
But there you go.
Rolling Stone are idiots for that. So yeah. There you go.
But there you go, folks. That was it for the Michael Jackson topics there. As far as I'll have a little more topics of Michael Jackson later on. When we get close to November. Now I don't know if it'll be me covering it around that time, because who knows, maybe Mrricanjay will come back around that time. If whenever he's done taking a hiatus. Okay. Well, we'll see. if it's going to be me covering for Being the Asylum, or it's going to be Miss Mrricanjay covering with him returning, or maybe around that time for the Asylum. We'll see. But we will bring up a Microsoft subject later on, because around November it'll be celebrating 40 years anniversary of his Thriller album.
Wow, 40 years, bro.
That's right.
That is crazy.
Exactly. And I cannot wait too.
Yeah.
All right. Now, I want to bring up this movie as a review.
Okay.
And it's fitting too, because it's number 17. Now, are you familiar with the movie 17 Again?
Is that the one where the actor Vincent Vaughn, I believe his name is, turns into Zac Efron?
Yes.
I've seen some clips of the movie, mostly the part in the cafeteria with the whole spinning the ball thing and make fun of the bully. That's all I really remember from it.
All right. So basically, I watched the movie. I can't remember how many times I watched the movie, but here were your cast in the movies. Obviously, your main star of the show, of the movie was Zac Efron, because the movie is about him, which pertains to Matthew Perry, who was 37 years old, and he's being portrayed as Mike, who we'll get to it. Who is turning 17 again, which ends up being Zac Efron, because some kind of accident happened, whatever. But we'll get to it. We also have other actors like Leslie Mann, Thomas Liam. One of my favorites during my time growing up and her time in Nickelodeon, Michelle Trachtenberg.
Okay.
Now, not anyone may be familiar with her, but she used to be in Harriet the Spy.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Yeah, and also in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the series.
I know they had a Disney star there in the movie. Yeah.
She was also in The Adventures of Pete and Pete.
Okay.
But also, she's also known some other movies like
I remember Disney.
Yeah. Yeah, you go.
No, because I remember there was a Disney actor in that movie too.
Oh yeah. She also in 1999's Inspector Gadget as Penny Brown. And she was also in Euro Trip.
You said
yeah.
I know that movie. Yeah. I remember that movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Euro Trip.
I remember that movie.
I love that movie.
I have to go back and look at that. I know, like one of the dudes was like a huge pervert. I remember that. Yeah, I remember Euro Trip though. I gotta look that up.
Yeah.
I remember, like, there was like a song about like freaking like, I think it was Scotty Doesn't Know or something.
Yes, that's the one. Yes.
Yeah. I was like, damn, and like I think it was like where he was like crying like in graduation or something like that. And pretty much the whole part of the movie was like he was going to like meet his pen pal or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the movie a little bit. Yeah, man, that movie was funny, bro. I haven't seen it in a while.
Yes, I know. Me too, man. And there's a lot of movies like that's similar to a Euro Trip, like Road Trip. Man, there's a lot of movies during those times that was similar to that, and they were funny. But yeah, so as far as
I remember like
all
like,
that
freaking
so she was in it. And by the way, with Tansy Michelle Trachtenberg, never realized that, but she, I mean, I should have known, but she actually born 1985. She's going to be 37 later on this year.
Oh, wow.
And man, she still looks gorgeous to this day.
Yeah, I remember like the Disney Sterling with a chance. You remember that?
Say
That
again?
was one that there's a Disney actor, and he pretty much played the friend of Zac Efron, the one that got bullied,
Oh
and yeah, he was in this show called Sunny with a Chance.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the one that Demi Lovato was in.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember. He's in the movie. Yeah.
Yep. So so back to 17 again. Basically, those are all just things that have been mentioned, which is Michelle Trachtenberg. But yeah, as far as the movie was itself, 17 again. It was a huge success in movie theaters with a budget of $40 million, and in box office, it reached to $139.5 million.
Wow.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Production companies by New Line Cinema and Offspring Entertainment, just distributed by Warner Bros. Pictures. So anything that involves Warner Bros. Pictures is going to succeed.
Yeah. 17 again. I remember it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, that cafeteria plan was freaking hilarious.
So I'm gonna go through everything that's happened pertains to the plot. So in 1989, 17-year-old star athlete Michael Donnelly's girlfriend, Scarlett Porter, tells him that she is pregnant.
Ooh.
Just moments before his likely scholarship, trindling a high school championship basketball game, Mike plays the first few seconds of the game, then walks off the court and goes after Scarlett, abandoning his hopes of going to college and achieving a career that could support their future.
Dang.
Yep. And I remember seeing that part, by the way. I'm thinking to myself, you got pregnant, man, and you can't leave her hanging like that. So what are you gonna do?
I don't know why, but it kind of reminds. You ever heard of this movie? That's My Boy. With Adam Sandler and what's that dude's name? Andy Samberg, I think his name is.
I'm trying to remember. It's okay. Let me see. That's my. Oh, okay. Let me see. I don't think I've seen it though. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's kind of funny, bro. That movie was freaking hilarious. It's so stupid, bro. It's so funny.
Well, it does more Adam Sandler during this time of day and age.
Yeah, dude, especially the ending. That was freaking hilarious, bro. Just dying laughing.
I mean, look at Jack and Jill, for example.
Oh, Jack and Jill, man, I don't want to remember that. Yeah, That's My Boy. I actually like that movie. Like, that was a really good movie with Adam Sandler. Really good. I like it.
Yeah.
Grown Ups too. Grown Ups was a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I haven't really seen much of Adam Sandler movies ever since Jack and Jill.
Yeah, man. Jack and Jill, man. What the hell was that?
An abomination, especially when you got someone who was going to jail because of what he did. Jared.
Oh boy.
Or Jared, or whatever his name is. The subway, the fat subway guy who must be fat.
Yeah, I remember him. Remember Jared from Subway?
Yeah.
I don't want to remember him now. Freaking freak.
You know, the whole thing with I remember the commercial he was in, by the way, when the chance to obviously we chance to promote plug in Subway because he was a Subway spokesman. We chance McDonald's chicken fillets, the whole thing of stay away from our chicken fillets. And he's like, well, actually I agree because because talk about how many fats is in there and all that. And he's like, stay the chicken fillets. I'm definitely staying away. Well, I kind of wish you would stay away from those kids that you did child pornography to. Otherwise, you wouldn't be in the situation you're in right now. You fat piece of shit, son of a bitch.
Is he still in jail?
Yes. Rightfully so. Rightfully deserved it. I never got the appeal by him, by the way.
I just saw him as pretty much the mascot for Subways. That's how I pretty much saw him as,
And I kind of wish John Cena would have kicked his ass during that time.
You know what? That would have been great. You know what?
And right back.
Hey, I would have been happy if he did. Yeah, because I think he wasn't Monday Night Raw actually.
Yeah,
Jared.
He was.
Dude, that's crazy to look back at it now. It's like, wow, we had this freaking freak and freaking Monday Night Raw. It's like, if only we knew.
Yeah.
Freaking disgusting.
Unbelievable. But anyways, back to this. So yeah, I'm probably will check it out though. That's my boy. Cause I don't remember if I've seen the trailer of it, but I heard about it, but I just never got my chance to see it though. So
you check it out. It's really funny. I like it.
Well, as long as it involves Adam Sandler having a twin sister.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Oh man, that's one thing I didn't like about the movie because Adam Sandler having a twin sister and he ends up being the twin sister. Jack in jail. Well, thank God I didn't pay for it. That's all I gotta say. I went to just watch it. All I can say is thank God I didn't pay for it.
Man, it's like a refund.
Oh my God. But anyways, but hey, I guess it wasn't all bad because at least we got Johnny Depp on there and Al Pacino and whoever else that was also well known as well. That was in there for to me doing celebrity names. And no, I'm not gonna count the Subway guy.
Oh yeah. Oh, he was. Oh yeah. You just say yeah.
But anyways, but back to this. So, but 20 years later, I mean, 30. 20 years later. I'm gonna say it. My fault. 20 years later, 37-year-old Mike finds his life, strained and boring. Abandoning any projects he starts. Scarlett, now his wife and mother of their two children has divorced, filed for divorce, forcing him to move and with his geeky yet extremely wealthy best friend, Ned Gold.
Mm-hmm.
So he quit his job after he is passed over for a promotion he believed he deserves, and his high school age kids, 18-year-old Maggie, Michelle Trachtenberg, and 16-year-old Alex, I don't know who plays him, but want nothing to do with him. Later, while driving in an encounter of a bridge with a janitor, transforms Mike back into his 17-year-old self.
Mm.
Now, I remember seeing trailers available to and all, and Zac Efron basically watching himself. I guess after some kind of accident that happened, or whatever. And realizing that he's seeing his 17-year-old self in the mirror and screaming, panicking. So after convincing because Ned walks in, he's thinking this is a burger or whatever, and then he started realizing after Mike telling him no, it's me, and then after convincing Ned of his identity, Ned believes that Mike's transformation was caused by a mystical spirit guide who is trying to steer him on a better path. Which that's the story behind it of why this happened. Mike enrolls himself, in high school, posing as Marco, clever name, who is Ned's son, Netgo, and plans to go to college and on a basketball scholarship, as he, befriends his bullied son and discover that his daughter has a boyfriend, Stan, which is the boyfriend, who does no respect for her and torments Alex, Maggie's brother. Mike comes to believe that his mission is to help them, basically to help the kids.
Yeah.
Due to their kids, Mike's spend time with Scarlett, I should say, who notes his remarkable resentment to her husband, but realizations as an odd considerance, deciding to also try and fix his relationship with Scarlett. Mike begins to finish under the pretense of getting volunteer credit. All of the garden projects he abandoned as an adult. He does his best to separate Stan and Maggie, the two couples from high school, while also encouraging Alex to be more confident, and he can make the basketball team and go out with a girl he has a crush on named Nicole. And I don't remember who plays Nicole, but Mike has difficult resentment. His desire for Scarlett, despite their relationships clear and permissions. Ned, meanwhile, begins to pursue the high school's principal, Jane Masterson, through incredibly stunts in order to win her affections, which she Melly and Burks. She agrees to dates after he offers to buy laptops for the school. On their date, Jane is completely unimpressed with Ned, obviously, until he drops the rich guy personnel and admits that he's just he's actually a geek. No surprise.
Dork.
So Jane then reveals her own for a geek culture by speaking to him in Earlish, something like that. And the two hit it off. So in a way, it worked out. Mike throws a party to celebrate a basketball game with win at Ned's house, while Ned is out with Jane, where he confronts Stan, who had recently dumped Maggie for not sleeping with him. Asshole. Mike gets knocked out and wakes up to Maggie trying to seduce him because Mike and Stan got in a fight. So basically, Mike, the dad, is being seduced by his daughter Maggie. So he has to wait. He's got to do this, to stop that from happening because it's awkward, and he doesn't want Maggie to know about But then she will probably call him crazy and blah 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 whatever. How can you explain to someone that I'm your dad? You're
not my dad.
So he tells his daughter that he is in love with someone else, and Maggie leaves to and much to Mike's relief. Scarlett arrives at the party, worried about her kids attending, but Mike shows her that that Alex has finally managed to get together with his crush, and the two have been intimate conversation where Mike call up in a moment, tries to kiss her, disguise her disgust, I should say, disgusted. She stormed off as Mike tries unsuccessfully to explain his true identity. On the same day of the court hearing to finalize Scarlett and Mike's divorce, Mike makes one last attempt to win her back as Mark. By reading a supposed letter from Mike, he stated that although he couldn't set things right in the beginning of his life, it doesn't change the fact that he still loves her. After he exits, Scarlett noticed that the letter is actually the direction to the courtroom, and she begins to grow curious. As a result, she postponed the divorce by a month. Frustrated that he could not salvage his marriage, Mike decided to once again pursue a scholarship and move on with a new life. During a high school basketball game, Mike reveals himself to Scarlett. As Scarlett runs away, Mike decides to chase her down. Basically, like what happened 20 years ago, where Mike was in the middle of a basketball game, for a scholarship, and then and when she was pregnant, she was walking away to see if Mike was going to go after her, and he did. So basically, they're recreating this whole thing 2 years later.
Okay.
So as she runs away, Mike decides to chase her down, just like he did as I mentioned, sort of, in 1989. But now, before handing the ball off to his son, basically passing the torch. Mike is then transformed back into his 37-year-old self and happily reunites with Scarlett, saying that she was the best decision he ever made. And as Mike prepares his first day as the new basketball coach at his kid's school, Ned, who has successfully started a relationship with Jane, give him a whistle, both happy with their new starts in life. And there you go. And that was the movie. All right. So as far as the movie, I thought the movie was good for what it was. It told a good story, and you had some funny moments and things that that on one man not committing to anything, and which led to the mess of him almost getting divorced in the first place. So he had to make things right, as by going back to being 17-year-old, which is called 17 again. And it's a good thing that things worked out in the end. Now I think it will work out in the end either way. If we come down to it, but it was the right decision that he did again, like where what was the quote again, that he's the best, that she was the best decision that he ever made. But there you go. That was the movie 17 again with Zac Efron. All right, but we're done now. We're Jalen's got had somewhere to go, and I gotta get some rest too. So, but there you go, folks. That was episode 17 for Being the Asylum. We're gonna end it from here. So for Omega Red and Jalen, pertains to the True J. It is the artist from the 1990 Born Thriller. As we say, all say, be well, stay safe, take care of yourself, and that's going on in the world. And I'm out. And we're taking to next week for AEW's on Dynamite. We might do a preview for Worlds Collide. Not only for Worlds Collide as well, but also a couple of other previews for wrestling previews as well. Worlds Collide, Clash at the Castle, and All Out. And that'll all be covered by next week's watch along of AEW Dynamite, which is the Home Show edition. And can't wait to do that. Can't wait to just see what that's what's gonna be about after the fallout of pertains to Punk losing the belt in the squash faction and all. But we'll see what else happens. Pertains to build up everything else that's gonna happen for All Out. If Moxley is going to be defending the title against whoever that may be, so that all will be come to build up to, and this is being made once we get to next week's Dynamite, the home show edition for All Out, which is going to be in Chicago. Rampage is going to be also having an event in Chicago as well, and then which obviously going to lead to All Out in Chicago once again. But there you go, folks. And as far as the next Being the Asylum episode, we'll see what the next Being the Asylum episode is going to be on. Maybe on a Monday, maybe on a Tuesday. We'll see. If my schedule just to me or working ends up coming a little short, but we'll see if that's going to be the case or not. But you'll find out. You'll know about it when it comes to the next episode of Being the Asylum. Episode 18 will be that episode. But we'll see how it will come about. But that being said, again, for it's the artist, formerly known as the Natural Born Thriller, peace on the streets, and I'm out. Take care. Ta-ta for now.